So, Jordan and I are sellouts. So Jordan and I got Planet Fitness memberships, but at least now we have hot showers. So Jordan and I have been traveling together 24/7, non-stop, day and night, for about 50 days straight.
And we want to talk a little bit about what it's like traveling with someone and spending every waking and sleeping moment with them.
For starters, it has been an absolute incredible 50 days.
But we hate each other.
But we're
breaking up.
Freaking hate each other.
Yeah.
Speak for yourself.
Hey!
Just kidding.
Through these 50 days, we've had an amazing time together, but obviously there's been plenty of times. Yeah, there's always been plenty of times where we've gotten like frustrated with each other, or in arguments, or mad at each other. How often do you think that you and I get in an argument?
Probably every day.
Probably every day. If you're gonna spend every second of every day with someone,
there's gonna be tension.
Yeah, and there's gonna be times when you get frustrated with each other. And then also when you're just living in a one-room home, which is our bus, and you're always in the presence of the other person.
It's friggin' annoying.
Hey.
What we want to touch base on is that it doesn't matter who you're with, whether it's a significant other, if it's a best friend, a parent, a sibling, anybody besides a dog. If you're just with a dog, then life's friggin' perfect.
She knows we're talking about it. Come here, baby.
Dirty. You're so dirty. Look at her tongue, it's black. It's really interesting how, like, in the last 50 days, you really begin to learn not only about the other person, but even more so about yourself, because you're literally projecting your own flaws, your insecurities, your demons, your everything that you don't typically show to people on a day-to-day basis is all there on the table.
So you start being kind of like hypercritical of yourself, or I do anyways, and I start thinking of like things that I'm doing that might be either upsetting Kaylee or maybe rubbing her the wrong way. And then once you really understand what the person you're traveling with wants and needs in order to ultimately be happy, it's really important to compromise with them. So for an example, Kaylee needs to have a plethora of food. Kaylee needs to have so much food on hand at every time. She needs to have all the different tastes covered. We need to have like 16 different kinds of fruit.
We need salty, we need savory, we need sweet at all times.
And it's all on deck all the time. So the compromise is we go to the grocery store almost every single day. And we buy a ton of food. Now, we cook all of our own meals, so it's cool. We're not throwing any food away. So, but I'm happy to make the compromise that we go to the grocery store every day.
That makes me the happiest person in the world.
When we go to the grocery store, when we leave with a grocery cart full of food, she's like smiling ear to ear.
Sometimes you don't realize how important something is to you. Like, I never realized how important that was to me until being with someone 24/7 and feeling that restriction. And it's like, damn, I freaking need my food all the time.
Yeah, because at first I was like, I don't want to go to the grocery store today. We were just at the grocery store yesterday. But when I realized how important that was to her, then that's just what we do, because it makes her happy.
So I guess one of the things that I compromise with Jordan is he's very much more fast-paced than I am. So he likes to constantly be moving. His ADD sometimes gets the best of him, and his mind does not stop. Whereas I could just friggin' chill on the couch and read a book all day.
That's true. That's true.
But honestly, though, it's a good thing because
we level each other out.
yeah, we
Like-
do. We
like,
do.
Sometimes I'm moving at too fast of a pace to stop and smell the roses, and Kaylee's just like passed out in the rose bush somewhere, and just would stay there all day. Something that's really important to understand before you leave for your van life, or before you leave for even a road trip, no matter how long it is, you're gonna know everything about that person, from the good, the bad, the ugly, and the gross. So one thing I learned about Kaylee during this trip is when it's time for her to go to the bathroom, there is nothing that she can do but go to the bathroom. So if she has to go, we have to stop right away. Everything, no, don't do anything else, bathroom, and like that's it. And that's one thing I've learned about her, and that's something I didn't know before, because we would always, when we were at home, there was a bathroom right there, and but now there's times where it might be realistically like an hour or two before there's a public bathroom that we can use.
I have no problem going to the bathroom outside. So
Kaylee goes to the bathroom outside a lot.
So something that we haven't really mastered quite yet, but we know that it's super important and that we need to start doing that and implementing that into our routine is making sure that we set time aside to be by ourselves.
We have some things planned in order to spend some time apart. That's important. We think that's important. One of the things that we're thinking of doing is Kaylee really wants to work on a farm, and there's a program called WOOF where you go and work on an organic farm, and they give you a free place to stay and they give you free food. So Kaylee was thinking about doing that, and I was going to go and meet up with some friends somewhere. But we think finding time to be by yourself and to spend time apart is really important and really healthy. All right, so the sun's setting, and we're on the side of some random hill in Colorado. We got to get out of here.
We're going to go eat some food.
We're going to try to do these videos a little bit more frequently. So I'm making this commitment now that we're going to have the next video by Friday, I think.
So it's time for me to go eat. Jordan, you hungry?
I'm hungry. Peace. See, what did I tell you? 2 grocery stores in one day.
I gotta get the pumpkin pie spice. We making lattes tomorrow morning.
It's all about the lattes.